The pinnacle of football rivalries, the El Clasico. Real Madrid versus Barcelona, a showdown that transcends mere sport, delving deep into the realms of culture, history, and city pride. But hold on to your seats, folks, because this battle extends beyond the pitch and into the realm of architectural extravagance. Picture this: two iconic stadiums, each with a legacy as rich as the game itself. In one corner we have Camp Nou, nestled in the heart of Barcelona, boasting a design that's as breathtaking as the city it calls home. With its three-layered structure, this stadium is set to redefine the spectator experience, offering unparalleled views and a Mediterranean-inspired ambiance that'll make you feel like you're watching the match in paradise. Now shift your gaze 600 kilometers away and you'll find yourself at the Santiago Bernabéu, the hallowed grounds of Real Madrid. But this isn't your average stadium makeover. Oh no. Real Madrid is going all out with a jaw-dropping exterior wrapped in 60,000 square meters of curved steel. And if that's not enough to make your jaw drop, how about the world's first retractable pitch that runs underground? Talk about taking innovation to a whole new level. But wait, rewind the clock and let's delve into the history books. Back in the 1940s, Real Madrid set the standard for football stadiums with the Santiago Bernabéu, propelling the club into the stratosphere of success. Barcelona quickly followed suit, giving birth to Camp Nou, or as the Catalans like to call it, the New Ground. Fast forward to the 1980s, and both stadiums underwent major facelifts in preparation for the 1982 World Cup. Camp Nou became the largest stadium in the world, while the Bernabéu expanded its horizons, venturing into the realm of multidisciplinary business. But the game doesn't stop there, my friends. Real Madrid is on a mission to future-proof the Bernabéu, transforming it into an architectural marvel that'll stand the test of time. However, it hasn't been smooth sailing. Zoning disputes and financial hurdles have plagued the project, with costs skyrocketing to a mind-boggling $1.5 billion. That's more than 4 times the cost of Inter Miami's new stadium, in case you were wondering. So why the sudden obsession with stadium renovations, you ask? Well, it's simple. It's all about staying ahead of the game, both on and off the pitch. Real Madrid and Barcelona aren't just football clubs. They're global brands, symbols of their respective cities, and ambassadors of the beautiful game. And what better way to assert dominance than with a stadium that's as awe-inspiring as the teams that call it home? Picture this: 2 footballing powerhouses, Real Madrid and Barcelona, locking horns not just on the pitch but in the realm of stadium renovations. It's a showdown of epic proportions, where each club unveils a master plan that could reshape the very landscape of football. Let's kick things off in Barcelona, where Camp Nou is undergoing a metamorphosis of Mediterranean proportions. Think 3 layers of architectural brilliance, maximizing light, expanding walkways, and offering jaw-dropping views over the city. It's a design that screams Barcelona, capturing the essence of this vibrant metropolis. Now, hop on a high-speed train and journey 600 kilometers to Madrid, where the Bernabéu is rewriting the rulebook on stadium design. Brace yourselves for a spectacle of steel with 60,000 square meters of curved brilliance wrapping around the iconic stadium. But wait, there's more. Real Madrid isn't just raising the bar, they're burying it underground with the world's first retractable pitch. Yes, you heard that right. A pitch that disappears like a magician's trick, paving the way for a whole new level of footballing wizardry. But let's rewind the clock a bit and delve into the history books. This rivalry isn't just about goals and glory, it's a tale of 2 cities, each with a stadium steeped in footballing lore. Real Madrid set the stage in the 1940s with the Bernabéu, a state-of-the-art marvel that transformed the footballing landscape. Barcelona wasn't far behind, unveiling Camp Nou in 1957, a cathedral of football that echoed with the cheers of thousands. Fast forward to today, and both stadiums are gearing up for a makeover of epic proportions. Real Madrid aims to future-proof the Bernabéu, transforming it into an architectural icon that stands the test of time. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing, folks. From zoning disputes to ballooning budgets, the road to stadium nirvana has been paved with challenges. Meanwhile, over in Barcelona, plans for Camp Nou's facelift have been in the works for what feels like an eternity. Hindered by financial woes and management meltdowns, it's been a roller coaster ride of delays and setbacks. But fear not, football fans. Now, let's talk philosophy, shall we? The Bernabéu's new look isn't just about aesthetics, it's a tribute to the city that birthed it. With a sleek steel facade that dances in the sunlight and a retractable roof that opens up like a flower in bloom, it's a sight to behold. But the real magic lies beneath the surface, where a groundbreaking pitch awaits. Picture this: a pitch that disappears into the abyss, making way for a new era of footballing excellence. Let's take a peek behind the curtain at the Santiago Bernabéu, where innovation meets ingenuity. Real Madrid isn't just upgrading their stadium, they're revolutionizing the fan experience. A pitch that disappears into thin air, making way for a seamless transition between football matches and other events. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. As fans gaze up from the stands, they'll be greeted by a 360-degree scoreboard, bringing the action to life like never before. And let's not forget about the Skywalk, a breathtaking terrace with panoramic views of the pitch and the city beyond. But wait, there's more. Outside the stadium, a new shopping mall, museum, and restaurants are taking shape, transforming the Bernabéu into a hub of entertainment. But with great innovation comes great cost, and Real Madrid's ambitious plans come with a hefty price tag. From a modest budget of $950 million to a staggering $1.5 billion, this is one investment that's sure to raise eyebrows. Yet even with such a colossal budget, Barcelona isn't backing down. So what does Camp Nou have up its sleeve? Enter the next generation of the Camp Nou, where tradition meets modernity in a symphony of architectural brilliance. Unlike the Bernabéu's bold exterior, Camp Nou is stripping away its facade to integrate seamlessly with the vibrant city of Barcelona. With 3 levels offering stunning views and a retractable roof that doubles as a dazzling light show, this is stadium design at its finest. But don't be fooled by its simplicity. Camp Nou's new design is packed with innovative features aimed at enhancing the fan experience. Steeper stands ensure better visibility, while a brand new third stand eases pedestrian congestion and improves accessibility for all. And let's not forget about that translucent roof, casting a mesmerizing glow over the stadium in a rainbow of colors. A closer look at Camp Nou's makeover. While it might not boast a retractable pitch like its Madrid counterpart, don't let that fool you. A brand spanking new pitch has been laid, setting the stage for an electrifying new era of football in Barcelona. But wait, there's more. Camp Nou is just the tip of the iceberg in the grand Espai Barca redevelopment plan. Picture this, a sprawling complex of state-of-the-art facilities aimed at boosting revenue and enticing new sponsorships. From a revamped Paula Blaugrana with 5,000 extra seats to a Barcelona hub housing the club's official store and museum. This is more than just a stadium renovation, it's a transformation of epic proportions. But how did Barcelona pull off such a grand plan, especially in the wake of financial turmoil? Well, it's all thanks to a little something called flexible structure. By spreading out debt payments over 35 years, Barcelona has managed to turn the tide on financial mismanagement and secure a brighter future for the club. And with revenue projections soaring over $200 million annually, it's safe to say the gamble is paying off. But let's not forget about the Bernabéu, where innovation reigns supreme. From its jaw-dropping steel facade to its revolutionary retractable pitch, Real Madrid is pulling out all the stops to stay ahead of the game. And with a projected $217 million in extra revenue each year, it's clear the investment is worth every penny. As part of the Camp Nou renovation, they've taken desperation to a whole new level. Picture this. They've dug up the old pitch, carbonized it, and transformed it into synthetic diamonds. Yes, you heard that right. You can now literally own a piece of footballing history. But it'll set you back up to $16,000. Talk about turning grass into gold. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. Barcelona is pulling out all the stops with their Espai Barca plan, committing a staggering $1.6 billion to revitalize the club and reclaim their spot at the top of the footballing pyramid. With over $930 million earmarked for Camp Nou alone, over 3 times the original estimate from 2007, this is more than just a renovation. It's a statement of intent, a declaration of Barcelona's unwavering ambition. Construction is well underway, with completion expected by 2025. Get ready to witness a new dawn for FC Barcelona, folks. But the burning question remains, how does Camp Nou stack up against the mighty Bernabéu? In Barcelona, a whole new campus is taking shape, promising a revolution in fan experience. Meanwhile, in Madrid, the Santiago Bernabéu stands as a beacon of stadium design innovation. With its sleek futuristic exterior and fully retractable, stackable playing pitch, Real Madrid is raising the bar to dizzying heights. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.
Nissan Motors, a name once synonymous with innovation and reliability, has shaped the global automotive industry for nearly a century. From its humble beginnings in Japan to becoming a household name worldwide, Nissan's journey has been nothing short of remarkable. But today, the company stands at a crossroads, facing unprecedented challenges that have sparked debates about whether Nissan has reached the end of the road. Nissan's story began in 1933 when a merger between two Japanese companies, Tobata Casting and Nihon Sangyo, formed the company we know today. Originally operating under the name Datsun, the brand was built on a vision of creating affordable, high-quality vehicles for Japan's growing middle class. The first Datsun cars were small and fuel-efficient, earning the nickname the car of the people. By the 1950s, Nissan Motors had taken over Datsun and began expanding its reach, exporting vehicles to countries like the United States and Australia. In the 1970s, Nissan rose to prominence as a global automotive powerhouse. The brand's focus on innovation, reliability, and affordability resonated with consumers worldwide. The launch of the 240Z sports car in 1969 was a game changer. It offered the performance of European sports cars at a fraction of the price, earning Nissan a loyal fan base in the US. By the 1980s, Nissan had become a major player in North America, with cars like the Sentra and Maxima dominating the sedan market. In 1989, the company introduced Infiniti, its luxury division, to compete with brands like Lexus and BMW. The early 2000s brought a mix of innovation and turbulence for Nissan. The company launched the Nissan Leaf, the world's first mass-produced electric vehicle, cementing its position as a pioneer in green technology. But behind the scenes, cracks were beginning to show. Nissan's over-reliance on cost-cutting measures and aggressive expansion strategies under CEO Carlos Ghosn led to a strained corporate culture. Ghosn's controversial leadership style saved Nissan from bankruptcy in the late 1990s, but it came at a cost. By the 2010s, the company's reputation was marred by allegations of financial misconduct and internal strife. After Ghosn's dramatic arrest in 2018, Nissan struggled to regain its footing. The company's sales plummeted, particularly in the US and European markets, as it faced fierce competition from rivals like Toyota and Tesla. Over the past decade, Nissan has faced a series of challenges, from product recalls and quality concerns to declining consumer trust. Even its once revolutionary electric vehicle lineup has struggled to keep pace with newer, more advanced EVs from competitors. Today, Nissan finds itself at a critical juncture. The company is focusing on restructuring efforts, aiming to cut costs and streamline operations. But with mounting losses and stiff competition, many wonder, is this the end of the road for Nissan? The company's latest initiatives include a renewed focus on electric vehicles and sustainability. But can these efforts be enough to restore its former glory? Nissan's story is a cautionary tale about the risks of overexpansion and the importance of innovation. From its humble beginnings as Datsun to its rise as a global powerhouse and its current struggles, Nissan's journey highlights the ever-changing nature of the automotive industry. Whether this is the end of the road or the beginning of a new chapter, one thing is certain: Nissan's legacy has left an indelible mark on the world of automobiles. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the history of Nissan Motors. What do you think lies ahead for the company? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories about the brands shaping our world.
7. Key differences between the rich and the poor. In today's world, the richest 1% of the population controls nearly half of the world's wealth. Think about this. Just 80 individuals possess as much wealth as half the planet's population, roughly 3.5 billion people. But what truly separates the rich from the poor? Many assume the wealthy were born into money or got lucky, but the truth tells a different story. Only 11 of the 80 richest people inherited their fortunes. The remaining 69 self-made billionaires achieved wealth through hard work, determination, and strategic thinking. One of these individuals is the investment mogul, Warren Buffett, who grew up in a middle-class family and climbed to a staggering net worth of over $70 billion. So, what truly separates the rich from the poor? It's not just about money in the bank. The rich and the poor often live in the same city, work the same number of hours in a day, and have similar opportunities, yet their financial outcomes are vastly different. To explore this, let's meet John, a rich man, and Tim, his poor counterpart. Through their daily habits and decisions, we'll uncover 7 key differences that determine who struggles financially and who prospers. The rich never stop learning. It's Monday evening. Both John and Tim commute home from work. When Tim gets home, he collapses onto his couch and binge watches his favorite Netflix show. Although his boss suggested he read books to improve his chances of promotion, Tim brushes off the advice, especially since a new season of his show just dropped. Meanwhile, John heads straight to his computer to study. Although he already has a master's degree and several professional certifications, he spends a few hours every night working toward another accreditation that will enhance his career. John recently read that millionaire entrepreneur Dan Lok invests over $500,000 annually into personal development. Inspired, John decided to adopt the same habit, understanding that continuous learning is the key to staying ahead. The rich invest time and money into learning, while the poor often seek comfort and entertainment. The rich sell value, not time. Work. Tim eagerly awaits his bonus. When he opens the envelope, he finds a mere $100 bonus. Furious, he complains to his boss, arguing that after 10 years with the company, he deserves better. His boss responds, pointing out that Tim's productivity has declined, and he rarely contributes beyond the bare minimum. Across town, John receives his bonus, a generous $10,000. His boss praises his exceptional work on a recent project, which saved the company $1 million in operating costs. John's value to the organization is undeniable, and his efforts are rewarded accordingly. The rich focus on creating value, while the poor often rely solely on time and tenure to earn rewards. The rich pay themselves first. When Tim gets his paycheck, he immediately starts paying bills, rent, utilities, and taxes. By the end of the month, he has no money left and he wonders where it all went. John, on the other hand, automatically transfers $500 from each paycheck into a savings account he can't easily access. Only after funding his savings does he pay his bills. At the end of the month, John's bank balance is larger than the month before. The rich prioritize saving and investing, while the poor spend first and save only if there's money left over, which there rarely is. The rich have a growth mindset. Tim sees a commercial for a new $1,000 TV and immediately wants it. However, he also wants the latest $500 gaming console. Frustrated, he realizes he can't afford both and blames his low salary for his limited options. John, on the other hand, also wants a new TV and gaming console. But instead of choosing one, he asks himself, how can I afford both? John takes on a side project that earns him an extra $500, allowing him to buy both items without dipping into his savings. The rich think in terms of opportunities and growth, while the poor focus on limitations and scarcity. The rich delay gratification. Every morning, Tim buys a $5 Frappuccino from Starbucks. He justifies this daily expense, believing he needs the caffeine to survive his workday. John walks past Starbucks without a second thought. Instead, he drinks the free coffee provided at work. Over the course of a year, John saves $1,500, which he uses to fund a vacation with friends. John also understands the power of delayed gratification. A study from Temple University found that the ability to delay gratification, opting for larger, future rewards over short-term pleasures, is one of the most reliable predictors of wealth. The rich prioritize long-term benefits, while the poor often give in to short-term desires. The rich build multiple streams of income. Economic downturns hit, and both Tim and John are laid off. Tim, who relies entirely on his paycheck, panics. Without his job, he has no way to pay his bills and quickly falls into debt. John, however, remains calm. Over the years, he's built multiple income streams, including an online business and a dividend stock portfolio. These passive income sources cover his expenses while he searches for his next opportunity. The rich diversify their income, while the poor often depend on a single source. The rich surround themselves with like-minded people. After losing his job, Tim invites his friends over to complain about how unfair life is. They commiserate, blaming the economy and their bad luck for their struggles. Meanwhile, John hosts a dinner for his close friends, where he explains his layoff. His friends respond with enthusiasm, offering him opportunities to join their businesses or start new ventures together. The rich build networks of supportive, ambitious individuals, while the poor often surround themselves with others who reinforce negativity. So, what separates the rich from the poor? To recap, the rich and the poor may share the same number of hours in a day, but their habits, mindsets, and priorities set them worlds apart. The rich never stop learning, while the poor often neglect self-improvement. The rich sell value, while the poor sell their time. The rich pay themselves first, while the poor pay everyone else first. The rich embrace a growth mindset, while the poor focus on limitations. The rich understand delayed gratification, while the poor seek immediate pleasure. The rich build multiple income streams, while the poor rely on just one. The rich surround themselves with positive, ambitious people, while the poor stay in circles that hold them back. By adopting these habits and mindsets, you can transform your financial future and join the ranks of those who thrive instead of struggle. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts, or let us know how you plan to implement these strategies. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and building your wealth.